Hi, folks. It's me, Christiana Gaudet. It is Friday. That means it is time for the Friday weekly wrap up. I am live on my Facebook business page, Christiana Gaudet. If you have not hit like, please do. If you are watching an archive on Facebook or YouTube, thank you so much for being here. I want to remind you all that tomorrow on my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet, I will be doing a live tarot class. It's live, it's free, it's at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that's tomorrow, which is Saturday, July 18th. I also want to remind you I have a premium class coming up, Personal Tarot Reading for Yourself. That will be on Zoom. You need a ticket. And that is Wednesday, July 29th at 7 p.m. Of course, I'll be back here tomorrow on my Facebook page with the Saturday Psychic Sampler, the one time of the week that you have an opportunity to ask a specific question. So I thought today we would play with the Fantastical Creatures Tarot by Lisa Hunt and DJ Conway. Thank you all so much who are here live. Let me say hi to all of you. Barrett, nice to see you. Lori, Lisa, Erica, Julie, Kristen, Liz, Christina, Missy, Karen, Barbara Ann, Carmen, Patricia, Mercedes, haven't seen you in so long. Glad you're here. Laura, TK, happy to see you all. So, what we'll do, and again, I am using Fantastical Creatures Tarot, such a fun deck. And I see everyone getting in line looking for a card. That's exactly the right thing to do today. It's one card to wrap up the week. What did you learn? What happened? How did it go? Let's take a look. Hey, Savannah, nice to see you here. Michael Wells, glad you're here. Okay, so first of all, a card for the collective. And if you will remember back to our 3-card weekly reading this week, this looked like it was gonna be a tough week. Did you folks have a tough week? Let's see, what is our card for the collective? The 7 of Cups. You know, I think it really, how this week went was probably different for different people. This can be a card that speaks of many options, but it can also be a card that speaks of dark imagining. And Barrett says it was a tough week, but he balanced it the best he could. Savannah says, yes, a tough week. So let us see what we learned. Let us see how we can heal. Let us see how we move forward. Asmina had a tough week. Missy had a tough week. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm going to take people in order. And the first request I see is from my friend Julie. Hope you're doing well. Julie, how was your week? 3 of Pentacles. You know what, Julie? At the end of the day, whether it was a tough week or not, you got your work done. You did what you had to do. You can feel good about that. Feel good about not only surviving the week, but everything that you accomplished. Okay, Christina Reed, so nice to see you here. The World. Hey, looks like you got a whole lot done, and looks like you may have gotten some stuff done in terms of your own personal growth and in terms of figuring out how to manage the things that are really beyond your control. So maybe not an easy week, but I think you did very well. Missy Lowe. Missy also had a tough week this week. Let's see what we see in the cards. Missy, the Star. This offers you a great opportunity for healing, and it reminds you that even if it was indeed a tough week, that you may have done some things that were helpful to others. You may have helped other people achieve what they wanted to achieve. So, you know what we're learning from these cards? For Missy, for Julie, and for a lot of people, just because it was tough, and I'm getting a lot of confirmation from people that it was indeed a tough week. Just because it was tough doesn't mean it wasn't worthwhile, doesn't mean you didn't do a good job, doesn't mean you didn't win. All right. Hey, Karen Winkle says it was a crazy week. What do we see for you, Karen? The High Priest, which is the Hierophant, reversed. So, you may have gotten some lessons in thinking outside the box. You might have gotten some lessons in how to kind of finagle your way around things to get things done. And sometimes that's a good thing. Okay. Carmen, nice to see you here. Carmen, the King of Wands reversed. It may be that this week has left you feeling very tired and depleted. It may be that you really need to rest over the weekend if you have that opportunity. Let's turn this card right side up to welcome some new energy for you, to welcome some healing, and to remind you of your strength, your vitality, your creativity, and your spirituality, because it feels like a lot of that may have taken a beating this week. But you know what? You can come back strong. Hey, Patricia Hartnett, nice to see you here. Here is your weekly wrap-up. The Ace of Wands. So here's the thing, the Ace of Wands is such an interesting card because it can talk about something that made you angry. It can talk about something that made you laugh. It could talk about great creative or spiritual inspiration. It could talk about wonderful new opportunities. So how many of those things happened this week, Patricia? Maybe a lot of them. But the important thing is to recognize that you have the energy and the ability to move forward and start something new. Barbara Ann, Dr. Barbara, how are you today? Glad that you're here. Here is a card for you. Temperance. I feel like this week, Barbara, you may have found a good balance. You may have been able to be creative. You may have been able to get some important things done. It feels like a week of accomplishment, of growth, and of creativity. So well done. Mercedes Hunt, I feel like we haven't talked in forever. So happy to see you here today. Here is a card for you. Hey, Cheryl Jefferson. Cheryl had a birthday. Happy birthday. We will definitely get to your card. Okay. Mercedes. Mercedes, Page of Wands. This reminds you that you are an artist, that you are a student, that you are a communicator. And it feels like this week you may have not felt that your voice was heard in some way. You may not have felt as strong in yourself as you needed to, but this card comes up to remind you that you have talent and you have a voice and you have a brain. Somehow I think this week there may have been something that made you feel like you weren't recognized for having those things, but recognize it within yourself. Hey, TK, how's the not working life treating you? Glad to see you here. The Eight of Pentacles, the thing is, you may not be working, but you are working on some important things that will bear fruit. And I think you got a lot done this week, one way or the other, that I think will be very helpful. You may have learned some things. You may have created some things. You may have taken care of some things this week that were very important. Okay, Lori Hahn, so nice to see you. Lori Hahn, the Nine of Cups reversed. It may be that there were some things you wanted to have happen this week that in fact did not happen. I'm sorry if there is some disappointment there. I'm turning this card right side up so that we can bring in the energy for wishes to come true for you. Denise, so nice to see you. How was your week? The Knight of Swords. It may have gone very quickly. You may have accomplished a lot. There may have been some things about technology, communication, writing, or being challenged, in fact, to do the right thing. And so, Denise, I think you did a good job this week. Very well done. Oh, fun feedback from Mercedes. The validation you needed. Yes, we do need to talk soon. And I do appreciate your feedback. I will not acknowledge everyone's feedback aloud, just so I can get to as many readings as I can. But I want you to know I see it, I read it, and I do really appreciate it. Okay, Lisa McCord, so nice to see you. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. So I'm wondering if there are some work issues, if you are indeed not working, or things at work aren't going well, or things about finding work aren't going well. One way or the other, it looks like a frustrating week work-wise. Let us turn this right side up for you to bring in the energy of positive forward motion when it comes to work, money, and career. Okay. Hey, Barrett. Here's a card for you, Barrett. The Eight of Wands reversed. So I often associate the Eight of Wands with technology because it's fast-moving, has to do with communication, and involves creativity, but it's reversed. And I know that you're a tech guy. That's what you do for a living. And I just have a feeling that this was, work-wise, a very tough week for you. You got it done. You did what you had to do. But you definitely owe yourself some kindness right now. Do something nice for yourself. Cheryl, happy to see you. Barbara O'Brien, happy to see you. Liz Moore, happy to see you. Here's a card for you. The Seven of Pentacles. Man, whatever you're working on, you worked hard this week. You took care of a lot of stuff. You did a lot. It may not have been fun, and you may not be seeing the results of it yet. But I think that you laid some good groundwork for something, so that was well done. Michael had an epiphany this week. Epiphanies are always good. Okay, Michael, how was your week? Ace of Cups reversed. I don't know if your epiphany was about healing your heart or not. But one way or the other, I would like you to have an epiphany about healing your heart, about opening your heart to yourself, opening your heart to recognize all the possibilities for yourself. That's what I see there. Okay, Kristen Barnes, so nice to see you. Here is a card for you. The Three of Wands. What a good job you did this week. I feel like you had some real success. I hope you see it as such. And I feel like you're planting seeds for future success. So well done. Hey, Julia Bonesteel, nice to see you. And Kristen says it was a rough week, but man, you did good stuff. Okay, for Laura, hope you're doing well. Laura the Fool. Oh, Michael's epiphany was self-healing related. Yeah, I'm sure it was with that Ace of Cups. So there you go. Okay. Laura, the Fool. I hope this week that you learned that no matter where you are and what you're doing and what your responsibilities are and who you're serving, it's still your journey. You're still learning, you're still growing, and ultimately, you have a great deal of say as to where the journey will go. Now, it is perfectly okay for you to just let it unfold as it's going to and welcome it as it comes, and that's okay, and just pay attention to the journey along the way, recognizing it is the journey, not the destination. But this card also tells us that you do carry with you the tools that you need to be more self-determining, if that's what you desire. Okay, Erica, nice to see you. Erica, the Chariot. I know no one's really traveling, but did you get out and about a little bit this week? Did you buy a new car this week? Did you get your car fixed this week? Or is it more metaphoric? Did you find some way to move yourself forward this week in a way that will serve you? One way or the other, this is a very, very positive card for you. Hey, Betsy Melissa, nice to see you here. Barbara O'Brien, you're next. In this deck, it's called Chains. It's the card we know as the Devil. Barbara, this week, you may have done some real soul searching. You may have spent some time dealing with some problems. You may have spent some time looking for some healing. Looks like many of us, it was not an easy week for you, but remember that this card is the gatekeeper to spiritual development. And so when we receive this card, we recognize it does present a great opportunity for growth. Hey, Claire Wetzler, nice to see you. I will absolutely have time for you, Betsy. Okay. Claire. The Ace of Cups in its upright position. I feel like this week you may have healed your heart. You may have healed someone else's heart. You may have spent time with people you love. You may have done a great service to others. You did a good job this week, especially on an emotional level and on a spiritual level. Well done. Savannah, happy to see you. Here's a card for you. Savannah, the Two of Cups. So the last time I saw Savannah in person, it was at her wedding. And this is the Two of Cups. So I'm guessing you're still liking your groom this week. But this card really is about honoring your partnership, that there may have been some things that happened this week that gave you an opportunity to heal together or to bring you closer together. It doesn't mean it was an easy week, but I think that there are some real blessings here. Okay, Elizabeth Bracker, nice to see you. Here is a card for you. You're the second one to get this, Elizabeth, the Chariot. And so it looks like you did something this week that really moved you forward in a very positive way. So well done. Hey, Betty. Betty Shannon Fleischer, nice to see you. Glad you're here. The Six of Cups. Might you have spoken this week with someone you haven't spoken with in a while? Did you go through old stuff and find mementos from the past? Did you spend some time healing from the past or thinking about how the past reflects where you are now? One way or the other, it feels like you had a little journey down memory lane this week, and it was a good thing for you. And, Barrett just said that a lot of these cards resonate for him, and that's the thing. Even if you're watching an archive, or if I haven't read for you yet, or I've already read for you, there may be some other messages that you hear here. Even though those messages aren't directed to you, if it resonates for you, you can take it as a message, certainly. Hey, Marion, nice to see you. The Ace of Pentacles. Oh my goodness gracious, what a good sign. I happen to know that Marion had a job interview this week, and the Ace of Pentacles is the card of the new job. So, fingers crossed, very, very good sign. Okay. Cheryl Watson, nice to see you. Glad the AC got fixed. Goodness gracious. Okay. Cheryl Watson, the Lovers. I hope you also had some time this week to connect with people that you care about, whether within family or friendship or community. And it may be that you are moving forward on some sort of a collaborative project. Hey, Roxanne, nice to see you. Okay, Cheryl Jefferson, everyone say happy birthday to her because she had a birthday, I think, yesterday. Okay, here's a card for you. Ace of Wands, hope you had some fun for your birthday. And I hope that you are moving forward with motivation. Maybe you got to the gym this week. Maybe you did some other things this week, both to have fun and to motivate yourself forward. Stacy, Roberta, it's nice to see you. Paula, here's a card for you. The Eight of Wands reversed. Were you feeling a little stuck this week? Maybe things not going exactly the way you wanted to, or things not moving as quickly as you wanted. Might have been a frustrating week for you. So let's turn the card right side up so that energy can move forward in your life more freely. Zuri, nice to see you. Okay, Elizabeth Haid. And this is for Rich, how his week has been. Judgment reversed. There's some things he's working on that did not get resolved. And so that might be frustrating. But hey, you know, he's still there. He's still doing it. He's doing what he needs to do. Okay, Kim Danbert, nice to see you. Dora, nice to see you here. Here's a card for Dora. Dora, the Hermit reversed. So did you get a chance to spend some time with people, to speak with people, maybe come out of your hermitage just a little bit? I think that's a good thing. One way or the other, this card reminds you that you do have friends and you do have people who care about you. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, T. McConnell. The new job is getting in the way of you being here on time. You're excused. It's understood, T. Glad to see you. Ace of Cups, man, so many wonderful new beginnings for you. You really just need to dive in, and it looks like that's what you've done at work and in other ways. You are just diving in and doing what you need to do, and I hope that your heart is just full, and I hope that it is full with love and anticipation for the good things that are coming. Betsy Melissa, Betsy and I have known each other for so many years. So nice to see you here. The Three of Wands. Whatever happened for you this week, Betsy, it looks successful. It looks like either you created some success or enjoyed some success or planted some seeds for success. So well done. Very good. Robin D, nice to see you. Ace of Pentacles, that could be new money, a new project, a new job, one way or the other. It looks like a good, productive week where you planted some great seeds for the future. Apexa, how are you? The Nine of Cups. Betsy still has a cassette of a reading. Right now I give digital files most of the time. That's great. Okay, Apexa, Nine of Cups. This is the card of wishes coming true. Perhaps you had some good news or good things happen this week, or perhaps there were some wishes or hopes that you made this week. This card would suggest that those hopes will indeed be realized. Pamela, Melanie, nice to see you. Pamela, here's a card for you. The Five of Wands reversed, man. So, you know, it's all about picking and choosing your battles, and it's all about diplomacy and figuring out the right way to work with all the different energies around you. So it looks like that's what you've been doing this week. Josh, nice to see you. Sophia, nice to see you. Okay. Oh, and Betty, you did get to visit with some people. Hey, Roxanne, nice to see you. So, Roxanne, you are moving tomorrow, so this card will be tying up this last week in this place, and I know you're excited to be moving. Temperance. With patience and with putting all of your skills and abilities together, magic happens. You are leaving. Do not leave saying, man, I'm so glad to be done with my asshole neighbors. Sorry. But no, don't leave with that. Leave with, I am going forward with patience, with creativity, with all the ingredients I need to have a wonderful life. Go forward with that energy, please. Okay, very good. Let's see what we got here. I am coming to the end of my time. So if you have said hi but didn't request a reading but wanted one, or if I've missed you in order, go ahead and ask. And let's see what we got here. Looking for... Okay, Sonia, nice to see you. Sonia, 10 of Swords. Not an easy week, but it looks like you got through it, learned some stuff, and are actually on the way to improvement. It's getting better, not worse. Connie, nice to see you. Okay, Misty. Misty, the Lovers. Perhaps this week you had an opportunity to make a connection with someone, whether that was romantic, friendship, work, collaborative, whatever. This is a whole card that asks you to think about how you're connecting with the people around you and how you're connecting with all the things that you want to integrate into your life. And it looks like you did some good work with that. Roberta, you think you've got a cassette for me too? I bet you do. Hey, Katie, nice to see you. Katie, the Queen of Wands, you did great week this work. No, other way around. Great work this week, creatively, spiritually, in your own being and in the way you help people. You did very, very well. Okay. Okay, Christine, we're doing a card for the week that has passed. So this is your weekly wrap up. How was your week? Weren't you on vacation this week? The Six of Wands reversed. There may have been something this week that did not go exactly the way you wanted it to. That's okay. The message here is to take the good, process what was good and move forward. Okay. Roberta, here's a card for you. Two of Wands, man. All kinds of good creative ideas and projects coming up for you. I know that like all creative people, some of the things you want to manifest have not manifested yet. But this is a card that said this week, you got some good ideas about some great things to manifest. And so you definitely want to go forward with that. Okay, Zuri, my friend. Three of Cups. So you making a lot of those bath bombs, are you? Looks like you had a productive week, maybe had a nice connection with some people that you care about. And despite all the difficulties around us, it looks like you managed to have some fun, be creative, and do some good things. Connie Faye Powell, nice to see you. The Ten of Swords reversed. Maybe it was a little bit of a tough or stressful week for you, but you got through it fine. And this is a card that says it's not as bad as you might have thought it would have been. So you did well. Carol, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Here's a card for you. The Five of Pentacles. This may have been a tough week for you. It may be that you didn't feel like you had the resources you wanted or the energy you wanted. Maybe you weren't feeling well. Maybe you're sick and tired of all of this stuff. So this is a sign that you need to really relax and take good care of yourself and affirm that you will have the resources that you want and need. Karen Maynard, nice to see you. Karen, Queen of Wands. It feels like this week you've done a good job maybe recognizing your own strength, your own power, your own skills, your own talent. Well done. Keep it going. Okay, very good. Let's see. Okay, I think I got to the end of the list. So, you know what? The weekend is tomorrow and Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. I do have some appointment times available this weekend if you'd like to get in for a reading by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, or Zoom, or if you would like to work with me in a mentoring session, whether that's about improving your tarot skills, improving your tarot business, or your own personal growth, I can work with you. I also want to remind you to join me on my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet, tomorrow morning, well, morning for me, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's an hour-long class on the celestial cards. We're going to do a deep dive into the star, the moon, the sun, and the world. So please join me there. My YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet. Make sure you subscribe. And while you're there, check out the playlist Live Tarot Webinars. The classes we've already done are archived there, and the classes that are upcoming are scheduled there. So would love to see you there. I also want to remind you about my premium class coming up. That is going to be Wednesday, July 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Personal Tarot, reading for yourself. This is a really great class that will help you expand your self-reading techniques. You need a ticket. It's $37.50 American dollars. Would love to have you join. You can sign up on my website, Christiana Gaudet, in the events section, or here on my Facebook business page. Again, look for the events. So please like this video and share it. Please make sure you like my page, Christiana Gaudet. Subscribe on YouTube, and don't be a stranger. Looking forward to seeing you. Oh, Christine, I will email you. It just went up. It's just available now. I was going to email you. So actually, you're all ready, and that's for all of you. If you have missed a class of mine and you'd like to take it, including the most recent Psychic Tarot, it is available for sale in replay on Card and Craft Academy on Teachable. So there it is. Thank you all so much. I will look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.